Hello again. This week the students rebuild the steering cylinder on our forklift. We get the new rear tire mounted for our Z1R project, and we're going to let you know how the two students that competed in skill states down in Virginia Beach did. Thanks for tuning in. The first step is to remove the wheels. Then we need to remove the steering linkages from the spindles. Then with the lines unhooked and the steering shaft unbolted from the forklift, we remove the cylinder. The first step in the rebuild is to remove the snap rings. Then we push in the end caps to expose an internal snap ring. Next, we remove the piston from the cylinder. Here we're removing the seals from the center section of the piston to replace them with the new ones we have. Next, we remove the old seals from both of our end caps. Give them a good cleaning. Then reassemble them with new seals and O-rings. Then we want to make sure everything is lubed up before putting it back together. This plastic trim tool will help get the O-ring inserted into the cylinder without doing any damage. Next, we'll lube up the end caps and get those put into the cylinder. Next, the snap rings go into place and it's time to put it back onto the machine.
Alright, lift up. Hold on. I gotta push it in a little bit. That's gonna hit. Alright, push it in. Alright, you're good.
With the cylinder secure, we can start hooking up the lines and then reconnect the steering linkages to the spindles. Then the wheels go back on and can go back into service. This is Junior Torian Hill working with the judges as part of the state motorcycle competition. And here he is in the job interview portion of the competition. This is James Mears, also a junior, competing in the diesel competition. Running the electrical station is Mr. Mike McGee, owner of Cutaway Creations and one of our engine team sponsors.
Alyssa Bandy from Tazewell County Career and Technical Center. The silver goes to Mason Webb from Franklin County High School. And taking home the gold is Torian Hill from C.D. Hilton High School. And on your left risers, your state champions in motorcycle service technology.
So we got one bead of the tire on the wheel. Now we're going to put our rim locks in. I apologize for not having a picture of those. I wish I had, but I forgot. They're going to get bolted inside of the wheel, and then the inner tube will go in. And then when they pump that up, that will lock the tire to the wheel. Now the reason for that is a bike with this kind of horsepower, if the tire plants well, what it'll do is the wheel could spin inside of the tire and it'll rip the tube and then you're sitting. So with having two of the rim locks in there, 180 degrees apart, that will lessen the chance for something like that to happen. So here we've got them in place, and now the students are going to mount the other bead of the tire, and then they will tighten the rim locks and then pump it up tight. Next time on Bulldog Builds, we'll have some new U-bolts to put into a Chevy Suburban. With the new tire mounted on our Z1R wheel, we'll get busy putting in new wheel bearings. And our engine team went to Illinois recently to compete in a regional competition. We'll let you know how they did and if they qualified for nationals. See you next week.